Welcome to another episode or another unboxing by Neo-Grognard. Again, a 2-hour Wargames product today. This is not a sponsored video. We purchase things we like and unbox them, then play them. We have yet to be able to play a game of 5150, which is another exciting 2-hour games product. But we will be doing so probably over the weekend. We've just gotten busy with real life stuff. Now, I can't speak to whether this is their flagship product or not, but it sure seems that either 5150 is or this one is. And I say that in relation to this being a World War II combat simulation game with RPG elements, similar in a sense to the dynamics of 5150. So I know that 2-Hour Wargames has its own like proprietary, shall we say, combat system, which they apply over different games. As a PDF, I separately have the, I believe it's the compendium or something for this one, and I'm a member of the 2-Hour Wargames Patreon, which you should check out because they have tons of amazing campaigns and modules for this. I think there's I'm Slovak, so this is really cool. There's a partisan model. I don't know if that's included in the Patreon or not, but either way, I gotta get it. So again, the premise of this game is you have a star, or basically in this case a squad leader, or you can start as a private and get promoted. Similar to what's going on in 5150 over here. And the combat system is pretty much the same. So your star is basically going through a career. Over time you can get more people in your squadron. It models it so that you can be British, German, American, Russian, and there's a promotion structure in here, which is really nifty. In fact, you have as you do missions, you have your reputation growing. So your promotion role is versus reputation, which is really cool. So there's a random dynamic there. Over time, of course, you are the leader, but you will get a squad roster over time. So as your squad grows, you will become a bigger and better squad leader. So the turn sequence is control the action table, match the leader of each squad or group against the leader of the opposing squad, match the characters, etc. So basically, it simulates a firefight or a sequence of firefights. There are mechanisms for shooting different types of guns. This is a bit more complicated than 5150, but not crazy so. Grenades, recovery, capture, and what is this? I think this is a tiny little, yeah, you can link your missions and encounters together into a continuous campaign, which they document down here, either on the Western Front or on the Eastern Front. And I know there are other campaigns and there are other products, which is very, very cool. Campaign maps, campaign morale, missions, take into account time of day. Oh, cool. So your mission types that you can do are patrol, attack, defend, which is dope. I really, really like the degree of granularity here. Escort missions, including who's being escorted. NPC interactions, time off from campaign, just like in 5150. So you can go to a bar or a tavern, try to get laid, have a drink, gamble, whatever you want to do. And oh, you can have complications, like a jealous lover, which adds to the role-playing element, which is one of the cool things about 2-Hour Wargames. That on top of the fact that you can play alone, which would have been a godsend for me as a kid, to be quite honest with you. Now, this is cool. Unlike the 5150, and I think it's because Nuts is a more detailed game, the back portion of the book has tear-offs for your character squad roster, etc., which you could just photocopy. It also has the index back here, which is kind of weird, but no worries. It has the unfolding of a turn, which is great. And it also has, here they are, battle boards, which I dig. I'm probably going to get them plastified because I'm a bit of a messy dude. But Ed from 2 Hour Wargames talks about 2 ways of playing this. This is the simplified way for people who are not a big fan of minis like me. I do build scale models in 135, but I don't really wargame with models, so I was like, oh shit. And I was going to use this dude who's like a Nazi desert guy as my hero, and I still might. And he might not even be German. I wonder if there's a module for Canadians. I'm Canadian, I haven't checked yet. But basically with these battle boards, you can use the counters that come in the quick start, which is really cool if you're not into minis, and I'm not particularly into minis. Although I do make them when they are related to the vehicles I'm building. So we have 3 sets of counters here. These are all different types and strengths of soldiers. Or is it 4 sets? Let me see. Oh, it's 4 sets of counters. Sweet. We have a submachine gunner here. I still don't know what the different colors are. GL5, GNCOBA1. I'll have to look into what these are, but I can tell you one thing. These are high quality counters. Look about maybe 1 inch counters on the diameter. But these are like nice and thick. I'm not going to pop them right here, but they're very high quality counters. So that is cool. And they're also big, so you're not going to... Oh, we just got one out. Yeah, this is a very high quality counter. I have big hands. I'm a big man. That's dope. So we're enjoying that. Looking forward to playing. And another thing we picked up from 2 Hour to go with nuts and to facilitate playing alone, and oh god, now I have to find it here on this messy desk, is their card deck. I don't know if we needed it, but I am a big fan of cards for randomness. So let's have a look through. This is not like intrinsic to the quick play. I don't think it's absolutely necessary. 5150 comes with a card deck. This is separate from the quick play set, but let's see. Reshuffle deck and draw alone. Oh, these are event cards, so this is great. So we have event, civilians, carry on, 1 squad and a light machine gun. We get off-board support from artillery. We carry on to a minefield, 1 squad, 1 D3 medium fighting vehicles. Ouch. That looks terrifying. Let's see what else is in here. 1 squad with AT, 1 squad with LMG, rest of platoon, more reshuffle deck and draw again cards. Oh, we also have some for our next mission. Oh, this is a how-to, a weather effect, get a prisoner, get him. Uh-oh, we have an accident. Make a shooting damage test against every fighter in your squad. That's clever. Stray artillery. Carry on. 1 infantry squad in defenses. D3 medium fighting vehicle. I'll just keep going through these to see if there are any. The art is very cool. These are some portly German soldiers on this one. Ooh, this is a nice card. The 1D3 light fighting vehicles here. That's a very nice piece of art. Let's see what else we got. Off-board support with artillery. It's like a little guide. Ooh, attack is at night. That's interesting. Get intel for our patrol. Transfer to a new theater. Event loot. Hell yeah. Event sniper. This one's pretty cool too. This makes me very happy. I have yet to play, but this is exactly what I think is needed for soloing, which I'm a big fan of. One infantry squad in defenses, rest of platoon. And the cards do have both sides, 2 sides, mind you. And some, it says you to flip over. Yeah, so this one, yeah, they all have 2 sides. Carousing it? Yeah, but they all have 2 sides, which is pretty damn cool. Again, I have to say, these are very nice cards. They're high quality. These have a card box, which my only knock on 5150 is there's no box for the cards, so it's not a big deal. You can just use an elastic. And I would also say, and again, this is not criticism actually, I normally despise spiral binding. We run a press here, we publish books, and I hate it. But I've discovered with 2-hour games that for wargaming, these are the best possible thing because you can lay it flat. This is the manual for Paths to Glory. Staples on the side, that's called a saddle stitch. What happens when you lay it flat? It's not flat. With this, you can just lay it flat on or near the game table, and it's great. We rated 5150 a provisional A before playing. I didn't know we gave out A pluses, but we apparently do now. This is a provisional A plus. I am stoked to play both of them. The only reason Quickplay for 5150 didn't get an A plus, well, other than the fact that we didn't know we did A pluses, was that it doesn't have battle boards. But from what I understand, you can use these battle boards, and I'd have to check back in with Ed. I'm pretty sure they can also be used in 5150, and this is just 8.5 by 11, so there's nothing to stop you from printing your own battle boards. Moreover, Ed, in a video he made, was talking about a system for people who use minis, but I think it could also be used with the Quick Start set. If you don't want to use a battle board, you take 3 pieces of string this way. 1, 2, 3, 2. So you make a grid with strings of 9, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And each turn is you moving into another sector, and then you could put some, like, you could put terrain, or in my case, since I don't have terrain, I could put, like, this is a Sturmgeschütz that I built in 135. I mean, this could theoretically represent a broken vehicle or cover or whatever. So that's a clever way of doing it if you want to move beyond the battle board or play on a larger table while maintaining simplicity. And the cool thing there, and this is me just inferring, but I'm pretty sure it's possible, if you want to completely randomize it, you just use the deck of cards, draw a card, or roll a dice to see if you draw a card, and oh, you've got one squad attacking you in the next hex grid. So really cool. I love how 2-hour games is integrating campaigns with RPG things and, like, you know, Grognardy wargame stuff, because again, the compendium and all the mission books are much bigger. In fact, let me do this really quick. Let me pull up a PDF of one of their campaigns, and I'm just going to go through it really quick because obviously I don't want you to copy it off my screen. This is the 5151, but this is an example of the kind of stuff you can get off of their Patreon, which I will link below. Here we go. Star Army, roll of the dice. This is 5152. Sorry, I have so many of these right now. Here we go. Let's use Nuts Korea, an adaptation for the Korean War. Let me make myself small here, down in the corner. This is where I should be. Oh, doing this in real time, folks. Fuck it, we'll do it live. We'll do it live. All right, let's just reorient like that. So, Fire in Korea, the damn cold. Like, this shows you the quality of what they're doing, right? So here you're gonna have a prologue, background, historical info about the Korean War, 148th pattern tank. I hate 148th, but you could use 135th. Oh, he has all of them. Oh, he has 150, 150 again. I mean, these are beautiful models. I just don't like that scale. And I recently had to build a T55 in it, so yeah. I'm a 135 guy, 172 if I have to, 148, no. I just don't like it. All right, so Marines. Oh, you have weapons used by both armies. British and Commonwealth. Finally, a love for some Canadians. Hello, dope. The Chinese. So I guess you could theoretically run a Chinese or North Korean squad, which would be dystopian and more in line with 5150, so managing the enemy. What I want to see is whether there's a campaign. Oh, look at this beautiful T-34. I love this T-34. I have a T-34 over there that I'd get up to get, but I'll show it off at some point. It's my best T-34. Structures. So there's rules for building, rules for terrain, and this is the kind of grid, although this is a 4x3 instead of a 3x3. I'm just really trying to see if there's a campaign here, because it has all the stuff you need to fight in the Korean theater, which is an overlooked war. Oh, so kind of like Advanced Squad Leader, where you have like the off the board side where the reinforcements come in. He has that here too, except with the grid. He has the mission types. Campaigns. There we go. So phase 1 is the NKPA offensive, which pushes the US and ROK troops back to the Pusan. Then you have the first US offensive in phase 2. This is dope. Okay, he really did it. That's awesome. And this thing is not expensive as far as I know. If you went to Wargame Vault, I'll drop a link in the comments, but let me just we'll go check out their site and Wargame Vault. Wargamevault.com. Say you wanted to get Nuts Korea. It would only be login. Nuts Korea. $10. I mean, you can't complain about $10. And I'll drop a link in the video description, but there are such good deals on Nuts and 5150 things. A lot of them are half price. And also they have this crazy games bundle right now you should check out. They're all pretty good. I already have all 6 of them, but there's a hydroplane racing game, bull riding, professional dinosaur riding, kung fu fighting, Santa Claus Wars, and Turkey Shoot. And if you're on the top tier of their Patreon like I am, I think you get all of these, or at least some of these. But let's see. So yeah. 5150 is on sale. 5150 New Beginnings collection. Lots of stuff. Nuts Compendium. That's what I have. This is a good deal. You get the full core rulebook, like the full rulebook. And you also get the compendium, which is basically additional rules for every theater, and it's compatible with both the base game and Quickplay, from what I understand. But if we look at here we have Platoon Leader, which I guess makes you take on the role of Lieutenant. Yeah, so if you get promoted beyond Sergeant, you get this, and you have a whole different level of campaigning that you can do. Nuts Big Battles, 25, no, it's not them anymore. Oh, this is something I want to check out that I just haven't had time to yet. I definitely got to get the PDF. Is Nuts Weird War. So I think it's like pulp and like mechs and stuff like that. Ooh, maybe I need to get the printed version because it also has paper vehicles, but none of that because goddamn Canada Post is on strike. But if we go to 2 Hour Wargames, just take a look at what this costs without shipping. And again, you know, shipping to Canada is more expensive. But Ed is a cool dude. You should chat to Ed. He's super friendly. So nuts, quick play, or do nuts. Where the fuck's the quick play? Oh, it's probably under quick play now, isn't it? Yeah. So 21 bucks, PDF 35, printed 35 with 2 battle boards and the 4 things of counters. Yeah, get it on the website. Get it from Ed Texera, I believe his name is. He seems to be a brilliant game designer. And again, we have unboxed today Nuts, which is the World War II, but also clearly Korea meta. And yesterday, or the day before, we unboxed 5150. Provisional A rating, provisional A plus rating. The only reason for the A plus is the battle board. But I mean, same difference, because I think you could probably get battle boards. So these are, first of all, both great value for money. The system is really well reviewed. It's adaptable, very adaptable to solo play. And again, we're not rating the gameplay yet. We're rating the unboxings. But what I can say with certainty, and again, this is not a compensated review, is that this is incredible value for money in terms of game systems in printed form for both. Notably because of the card deck that comes. If there was no card deck with 5150, I'd probably recommend you just get the PDF. But with the card deck, you're better off getting the printed version, in my opinion. So yeah, we're going to follow up with a play video for each of these. I'm probably going to solitaire it because my dog is still a puppy and hasn't yet learned to, you know, play Wargames. And my wife is incredibly disinterested. But I'm Kevin, president of Prime Rogue Inc., and your ignoble host here on Neo-Grognard. Which is a shitty name. Thanking you for hanging out, whether it's on Rumble or YouTube, and cheers. See you soon.